gosh, I almost got them in sync. Oh, and I forgot the microphone again. I don't know. Do I need to put a sticky note on the computer to say, don't forget the microphone? Silly, silly, silly. All right. Okay, there. Hello. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I'm running a little late today. I know, when am I not for Facebook and Instagram Live? But the reason is that I got onto Facebook to go live. Don't know what's going on with the hair here. Well, anyway, got on Facebook to go live, and there was this great prompt from my friend Kelly Grimes from Cultivating Peace and Joy. Again, that's Kelly Grimes from Cultivating Peace and Joy. And she has an awesome business platform. She does a lot of stuff that's similar to me, but different. And she is in Carlsbad, California. But find her all over social media at Cultivating Peace and Joy. And she's just going to bring so much gratitude, love, joy into your life that you will thank me for sending you there. Sorry, I'm goofy today. So goofy today because I started the day with yoga, and Kelly's prompt was all about how do you bring joy into your life today? How are you bringing joy into your life today? And I just got on there and I went, oh, I started the day by teaching yoga, and now I'm going live to talk about how to love your awesomeness. And I'm going to be interviewed tonight for a podcast and Empowering Women Summit. And when that goes, it's not live. So when that gets published, put out there, I will let you all know. It's really cool. This wonderful woman, Charlotte Howard, who's right here in Charleston, South Carolina, but she is known across the nation because she's all about women's empowerment and beauty, both inner and outer. So that's Charlotte Howard, and I will let you know more about that. So hello, Jennifer, Linda, and Sonoma. How are you guys today? And Sonoma, you have been posting some great stuff for our hashtag awesome challenge. If you all have not seen that on my social media, in particular, I would love for you to go into the Empowered Through Peace Facebook group. It's a free group, no membership fees here. It's just all about having a safe space to be able to support each other with our cares, our concerns, our joys, our sorrows, but also to find inspiration and celebration and wellness, just lots of wellness information I try to put in there. So this week I have a challenge. I want to see if you all can say something about your own awesomeness. But one of the reasons I want to talk about this on live is also because sometimes we human beings, being that we're human beings, we think, ooh, I don't want to talk about me being awesome. I don't want to toot my own horn. I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't want to sound stuck up, especially for those of us who went through those days in high school and middle school where you're dealing with people who are stuck up. Remember Linda Wonders? No, you were not one of the stuck up ones, but you remember how hard that was at San Pasquale to deal with some people who thought they were a little bit better than the rest of us. But here's the thing, is that most people, even when they're acting like they think they're better than somebody else, it's often not genuine. And it's often, and especially in middle school, high school, or maybe perhaps the presidency, I don't know, I'm just kidding, coming from a place of being hurt inside and being empty inside. So not always, though. Some people are just arrogant, and you know, what do? You just keep those people. Jennifer Flowers Agnew, she posted something on in the Empowered Through Peace group about how keeping negative people out of your life allows you to raise your vibration. So that's what you do with those people. But that's not what I'm talking about when I'm saying, you know, embrace your awesomeness. Because what we normally find in society, And I'm talking not just from my own observations, but I'm also talking about all of those years I spent studying gender and sociology and social control and social construction. So we also find, particularly in women, but more and more in boys and young men these days, that they are not embracing their own awesomeness, that they are actually feeling bad about themselves. And where does that come from is what we have to look at. Well, in our society, especially here in the United States, and I really don't want to extrapolate completely to Western society, but here in the United States, we really find that there is so much social construction of how we're supposed to feel. Now, I know we talk about social construction of gender, and I know we talk about social construction of body image, but I'm talking about the social construction of feelings now. So for those of you who haven't been through all those weird graduate classes I took, and you're going, what the hell is social construction? I know. Believe me, I wouldn't have known if I hadn't taken all those classes and spent years incurring debt. Yeah. Not saying that you shouldn't go to school, you should, but anyway. Social construction just means how society tells us to think about ourselves. What goes on in terms of society telling us how we should look. So where do we get that? We get that traditionally from media, from the movies, from magazines, from television, from advertising, but now we get it even more on social media, which actually can be a very good thing. So for example, I would love for you all to check out a couple of great Instagram feeds. My name is Jessamyn with a Y. My name is Jessamyn. She is just fantastic, body positive, love her. There's also Kirby Yoga. Oh, I should have written it down. Go on to the people on my Instagram page who I follow. You'll see lots of body positive people on there. So we've got some different stuff out there. But that said, my daughter, who is 12, is already starting to talk about how she doesn't like her thighs. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You have skinny, shapely, beautiful legs, and I really don't want her to know that her legs are probably attracting those 12, 13-year-old boys. I don't want to tell her that. I do a little bit when I tell her, you need to not roll your shorts up so high. But gosh, she's beautiful, but she's already starting to question what she looks like. And that's not cool. That's not okay. And that is coming from social construction. So that gives you a little bit about what social construction is. But what am I talking about social construction of feelings? Well, social construction of feelings is this idea that we should, especially as women, be humble, that we should say, oh, no, thank you, but no, I don't look good. That we should not talk about how #awesome we are. But you know what? Here's the thing. If we embrace our own inner awesomeness, that does not mean that we think anybody else is less than the rest of us, or less than us. Sorry, I got distracted by this fly going through. That does not mean that we think that anybody else is less than us. So there's the key, right? Arrogance, conceit, is when a person thinks that they are great, but that then gives them license to look down on other people. That's not what I'm talking about with my #awesome challenge. What I'm talking about is being able to come in and say, you know what, I'm awesome. And that doesn't mean that you are not awesome. It actually means that I can see the awesomeness in you too. So that's what my coaching is all about. The funny thing is, when I went through my coaching training, my coaching trainer kept saying, don't be a cheerleader. Don't be a cheerleader for your clients. To the point where halfway through the training, I almost dropped out and told her, I don't think this is for me. Because what I had benefited from in my life, from traditional therapists, because that was before coaching, were the therapists who dropped the therapeutic techniques and gave me a little bit of cheerleading. They gave me some encouragement. They gave me the ability to say, you know what? I'm okay. And then, you know what? Yeah, I can do this. And yeah, I am smart and I am capable and I am beautiful. And I am this really incredible person because I am able to see all those things in other people too. And that is what is so important to me. If I can embrace myself and say, I am awesome, that allows me to come out and say, oh my gosh, look at the awesomeness in this client. For my coaching clients, look at the awesomeness in this yoga class. Every yoga class, I end it with gratitude for the students to come and share their energy, their beautifulness, their amazingness, their awesomeness with me. And for those of you who have been in some really cool yoga classes, you know, not the ones with the people who are like, I can do a handstand and you can't. The ones where you're with people who are just like, wow, this class is great. You know what that feels like. You know what it feels like to say, hey, I feel peaceful and I feel powerful. And I can see that in you too. So that's what the hashtag awesome challenge is all about. Do you think you can say something about your own awesomeness 7 times? I was going to do a 5-day challenge. I was like, oh, wow, I don't know if people can do 7 days. But you know what? I think you can. I think that you can say something about your own awesomeness every day. Now, I'm going to give a little bit of a different prompt every day. So first day was just general awesomeness. Second day was what can you say about how you were awesome today? Third day, which was last night, I got it up late last night because we had an open house for the high school last night. So it went up late last night. If you didn't see it, it's in Empowered Through Peace. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. It's all about your body. It's about how you feel about your body. And each day I put it out there with my own vulnerability. And last night I had to talk about, you know what? The body part that I have grown up hating, guess what? My thighs. Same thing that I was just talking about my daughter talking about. And she has never heard me say anything derogatory about my own thighs. But I had to talk about that because, you know, back in high school, some of the boys, just to be mean, Team Thick, you know who you are. And actually, some of you are really great guys now. You grew up out of that thing. You would say, ooh, she has thunder thighs, because I was a cheerleader and I had those short skirts on, and I would always be like, can we make my skirt a little bit shorter because I have thunder thighs? And that was not a good thing. So last night I posted about how my thighs are powerful but soft. They're strong but curvy. And how I have had to learn to really coach myself on that part of embracing my own awesomeness. So I want you guys to dig deep into your bravery and get on there. Get on Instagram, get on Facebook, get into the Empowered Through Peace group and say, what do I not like about myself and how can I turn that around and talk about how that thing that I don't like about my body is awesome. So again, because I can come in and say, look, my thighs are awesome, it also allows me to not go as a yoga teacher and say, oh, you know, you got a little roundness in that belly there. You know, maybe you should try hot yoga. You really burn a lot more fat that way. It allows me to go, rub your belly, love your belly. And if you've got a little roly-poly there, it's okay, love that. Because I love my roly-poly. I love my curves. And I've had to learn, though, to embrace that awesomeness. So let's do it, guys. Let's embrace our awesomeness. Get on to any of the different social media platforms, all of the different social media platforms, and let us know how you are awesome. And hey, I love it when you guys share. If you could share and say, you know, Jen has this great challenge going on, and send it out to friends who might really love the challenge, then that would be hashtag you got it, awesome. Because the more love, the more joy, the more awesome we can spread, the better our world will be. Okay, last little plug. I have just sent the kids back to school. I am really low on clients right now. Summertime always gets a little low. So I have 4 spots open for Peaceful Living clients, and I am starting to work with couples. So I'm doing intimacy coaching based on the Gottman method. That's John and Julia Gottman from the Love Lab in Seattle. I'm training with them, well, with their people. And it's going to be all about deepening your emotional, sexual, and friend intimacy with your partner. So I would love, love, love to hear from any of you who might be able to benefit from that. So jump into peacefullivingwellness.com, give me a call, send me an email. We can set up a free consultation for that, or my Peaceful Living coaching. If you know of anybody who could benefit from a little bit more balance, a little bit more peace, a little bit of cheerleading in their lives, let me know. Thanks, you guys. And I hope you all have an awesome week. I will see you next week when we will be talking about, my Hard Day Survival Guide. I almost forgot again. I forgot last week too. My Hard Day Survival Guide. In fact, I'm going to go write that blog right now. I have a little survival guide I use for when days get hard. All right. Love y'all. May the light within me honor and bless the light within you. Namaste.